Graduates of the 2025 Sustainable Tourism Accelerator program, members of the Gavoka Collective, partners with Tourism PG and the Good Business Foundation, program monitors and facilitators, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Before I commence my address this morning, I would firstly like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land where we now stand. Yamane Nabano Wunda, Erlevi Wunde, Nabiamana Chiwunda, Lakia Wuha, Onanui Wunda, Nabiburu, Itoke, Nabitotaru, their leaders, past, present, and emerging. It is a real pleasure to join you today as we celebrate a milestone, the graduation of the 2025 Sustainable Tourism Accelerator cohort. Today isn't just about closing a chapter, it's about recognizing a growing movement in Fiji, one grounded in local leadership, community-driven innovation, and a commitment to building a tourism industry that is truly sustainable and inclusive. As Minister for Tourism, I want to reaffirm our coalition government's commitments to the National Sustainable Tourism Framework, while guiding vision for a tourism sector that's fair, resilient, and true to what makes Fiji special. This framework supports our National Development Plan and outlines the strategic steps needed to ensure that tourism continues to be a cornerstone of our economy and society. The Accelerator exemplifies how we turn policy into action. It advances multiple priorities in the framework, from nurturing sustainable investments to empowering communities and supporting cultural, community-led experiences. By targeting these strategic goals, the program does more than support small businesses. It strengthens tourism's contribution to inclusive development and resilience. To continue this momentum, we must ensure adequate funding for programs like this. I urge stronger support from government to scale initiatives that drive inclusive growth, create jobs, and help us reach our national development and sustainability goals. Investing in these programs is investing in the future of Fiji's most valuable economic sector. Over the past 6 months, 12 bold entrepreneurs have taken on more than just a business course. You've proven your ideas, refine your services, and step more fully into your role as insiders in your communities, as leaders in your communities. With help from dedicated mentors and partners, you've shown what purposes-driven business looks like. Your words on everything from digital tools to market strategies or to storytelling. But more than that, you've shown that tourism can lift up people, protect the land, and honor our traditions. To our mentors, Talanoa Tracks, Lukubati Great Sea Reef, Bula Coffee, Morning Water Trails, and Finding Island Stewards, thank you. You've given your time, shared your experience, and led with heart. You've helped shape the next wave of Fijian tourism. The cohort isn't just a group of startups. You are leading the change on sustainability, inclusion, and resilience, values that sit at the core of our national tourism goals. Whether through marine conservation, farm-based tourism, cultural storytelling, or women-led enterprises, your ventures speak to the type of future we want for Fiji. One that supports communities, respects culture, and tackles climate challenges head-on. When this program began 3 years ago, it focused on women-led tourism ventures. Since then, it has grown into something bigger, a platform that welcomes entrepreneurs of all genders while staying rooted in community impact. By doing this, it's helped shift all power dynamics into a regional tourism space, giving space and support to Ethiopian founders, women, and those often left out of the mainstream industry. That's what real inclusion looks like. Not just talking about equity, but making space for it and backing it with real support. The result of the matter, let's take a moment to look at what's being achieved. 92% of participants have successfully graduated. 91% of ventures are now up and running, supporting livelihoods and creating new opportunities in their communities. These are just stats. They represent families, villages who real change in how tourism should work in Fiji. Accelerator didn't do all this alone. It happened because of collaboration. Government, civil society, and the private sector all working together. Tourism Fiji, the Gavoka Collective, Talanoa Tracks, and the Good Days Foundation will now look at a level. You've helped create a program that's more than business training. It delivered digital skills, open access to markets, and build peer networks and keep learning, grounded in local knowledge. This is the kind of tourism industry we need to keep building. Let me just say that again. This is the kind of tourism industry we need to keep building. One that restores ecosystems instead of damaging them. One that empowers communities instead of leaving them behind. One where values matter more than visitor numbers. It's time we redefine what success looks like. Not just in dollars, but in well-being, cultural strength, and community ownership. To our graduates, you're the future of the industry. You are its storytellers, its innovators, and its guardians. You represent a tourism model that is proud, ethical, and rooted in the Manoa. As you graduate, remember, this is not the end. It is a step forward. Forward toward a new kind of tourism that the world is watching Fiji to lead. Hopefully later, Then you can share with us what is all in experience in America lately. Small Fiji in the midst of major players, global major players,
Yes.
but we punch above the way all the time. Congratulations to our partners and stakeholders. Let's keep going. Let's work together, government, business, civil society, and communities, to make sure tourism remains a focus for good, a force for good. Congratulations once again to the 2025 graduates. May your work continue to grow, inspire, and uplift. God bless you and God bless our beautiful city.